Hello YouTube, welcome back to Jack's Kitchen, and just as the title says, today I'm going to share with you a sweet treat that you're going to love. And this one I'm going to make out of a really big banana. No, if you know, you know. This is actually a plantain here. I've showed you, I think I've showed you some plantain that I've used in various things before, but today we're going to do something a little sweet with it. Now, I got to where I love plantains when I lived in Costa Rica, and I used to eat them fried, and I loved them fried, and they're still good fried, but they deep fry them in oil and what. So I hadn't had plantains in a long time until about a year ago, and I started playing around with them, and I said maybe I could do something baking it in the oven, and I did. So I figured it out. And now what you want to do is I like to let my plantains get very ripe. Now sometimes I get a little bit impatient and I go before they're ripe enough, but this one, that besides just starting to get dark black marks on it, I also like to feel it, and this one's starting to get a little bit soft. So this one's going to be perfect. So let's reposition this camera, and I'm going to show you exactly how I like to do this. Okay. First, what I do is I'm going to cut the ends off like so. Then I'm going to slit this a long way like this. And I'm going to try to just kind of cut the skin, not cut into the plantain as much as possible. And then just peel it off like this. And it's pretty easy when you let them get fairly ripe. It's pretty easy. I could have actually let this even get even riper. People are afraid to let their plantains get really ripe, but it won't hurt them. Now, as far as the size goes, I like to get them kind of so-so, not too thin, not too thick. About like that. I don't know if you can tell the scale there by my fingers, but about like that. And just cut the whole thing up. This is so good, I'm telling you. And it's cheap. Another cheap treat. But plantains here are actually expensive compared to other places. The plantains here I'm paying a little over $1 for, like maybe $1.20, $1.25. But still not bad at all. You know, you can even let these get even riper and use them in smoothies. Very, very versatile. All right. Now, after I have chopped them up like so, just got a baking sheet with some foil on it. And I already sprayed my cooking spray. I use this avocado oil cooking spray. And then I just arrange the slices on the tray like this. That's a big one. I try to get my money's worth. I try to buy the biggest plantains in there, because not buying them by the size or by the pound, but just buying them by individual. And I just line them up on the tray like this, and then I sprinkle a little cinnamon on them. Now, I've got my oven set to 400 degrees on bake, and I'm going to put them in the oven, and I'm going to let them go about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes more or less. Then I'm going to flip them over, put a little bit more cinnamon on them, and then go another 10 minutes on the other side. But you might want to check it just a little bit, and you might want to leave it a little bit longer, because you just never know. The ripeness is always a little bit different each time, and the thickness is not exactly the same. So your mileage may vary on that, and you might have to do it a couple of times. But anyhow, I'm going to put this in the oven, and we'll be back. Okay, these turned out absolutely perfect. So let me stress again, be patient. Let your plantains get plenty ripe. Do not be afraid of how dark, how black they get. In fact, that thing could have been all black and would have still worked out good. So maybe what you want to do is buy 2 or 3, because you're probably going to get anxious. You're probably going to want to make one too fast, and you're going to probably do it anyway. So, yep, the riper you get them, the better they are. Now, they're perfect just like this. About to go enjoy these. Now, if you want to eat them just this way, no further needed, and that's what I do most of the time. But had something in the fridge this morning, and I thought I would just up it a little bit, and I do this from time to time. This is some chocolate sauce that I had left over that I had made for something, probably some ice cream or something. And all this is dates, cacao, and a little bit of either water or almond milk. And I just take a little bit of it and do like so. Now this really takes them to the next level. I did this, I've done this a couple of times before. Just a little bit like so. And voila, another sweet treat. Doesn't take any work to it. If you figured out a theme about my videos yet, it's about making food that I enjoy with the least amount of effort possible. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed these. Give them a try. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you here again in the kitchen soon. Peace.